Iranian drones and missiles continue to target countries across the Gulf region. In Bahrain, one woman was killed in an attack targeting a residential building in the capital, Manama. The Ministry of the Interior says 8 others were injured. Let's bring in Victoria Gatenby. She's live for us here in Doha. Victoria, so just bring us up to date then with what's been happening today with the attacks on Qatar and across the wider region.
Well, here in Qatar, the threat level was raised on Monday. The Ministry of Defence later confirming that they had intercepted successfully 17 ballistic missiles and 7 drones. Meanwhile, in Bahrain, it has been confirmed in the last hour or so that a 29-year-old Bahraini woman was killed in an Iranian attack on a residential housing block in the capital, Manama. But it's becoming increasingly clear, really, that the Iranians are targeting the energy infrastructure here in the GCC region. Staying in Bahrain, Bapco, one of the largest oil refineries in that country, it was targeted by a drone on Monday, and you could see pictures of huge plumes of black smoke coming from that facility. Later, Bapco Energies, which runs that facility, said that they had declared a force majeure because they essentially cannot supply their customers with the energy and the oil that they are contractually obliged to do so. But they did say that the domestic energy supplies were secure. Meanwhile, in Saudi Arabia, the Ministry of Defence there said that they had intercepted 9 drones that were trying to target the Sheba oil fields in the empty quarter in the southeast of the country, very close to the border with the UAE. That facility, run by Aramco, normally produces around 1 million barrels of oil a day. That facility has been consistently targeted by drones, by Iranian drones, in the last few days at least. The problems with the energy infrastructure attacks were touched on by a statement by Qatar's foreign ministry. The Prime Minister and Foreign Minister Mohammed bin Abdulrahman bin Jassim Al Thani saying that Qatar had been a reliable supplier of energy, but because of the Iranian attacks and the problems with getting supplies through the Straits of Hormuz, they had to temporarily pause those supplies, but they would resume just as soon as the region stabilized. He took that opportunity to condemn what he called Iranian aggression and said this situation would only really be solved when Iran de-escalated and when there was a return to negotiations and dialogue. He also finally pushed back on Iranian claims that they were only targeting US military infrastructure, bases, consulates and embassies in the GCC region. He said there was evidence here in Qatar that they had targeted civilian areas and civilian infrastructure.
Victoria Gatenby, live for us there in Doha. Victoria, thank you.